Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, and if you're here it's because you're trying to learn a tool like Eraser in order to create wireframes, whether it's for a personal project or for a group project. So here we go. Before I show you Eraser, the first thing I want to do is show you an application that I worked on using Eraser. So as you can see here, we have a portal for a property management application, and I'm only going to show you two things. One, the front door, and it's very straightforward. You either unlock or lock the door. So right now it's locked, so you want to unlock it, you proceed, yes, now it's open. If you want to close it, you click the button. Do you want to proceed? Yes, now it's locked. The second one is gets access. If you are a tenant at this building, you can provide an access code for your guest so they can visit you. So all it does is once you click this button, boom, it gives you the expiration, which lasts 24 hours. It gives you the code, and then you can either refresh or delete the code. So now let's go to the wireframe to show you how this happened. So when you create an account with Eraser, it takes you to this portal, and I already created a file. All you have to do is create a blank file. So I already have this one up and running. So remember the flow, you sign into the application and then you can open and close the lock. So as you can see here, we have the flow immediately already wireframed. And this really helped me when I was working on this to really have a clear view on how I wanted to do this. So as you can see here, in step one, there's a GET request between the database and the status, which is this. This is the status. And what happens is, on mount, the database tells the lock, hey, I'm locked. And then based on this, now we decide if we want to unlock the door. And as you can see here, there's the button, which is this one. And then if we want to proceed to open the lock, like here, now this is what we get. And as you can see, if we click the yes button, we get an update request, which goes to the database, and then we go from locked to unlock, which is a 200 response. And then this flow follows again, and it changes the status from lock to unlock. As you can see here, if I click, now it's unlocked. So this wireframe, even though it's simple, it really gave me an idea and a good understanding on what to do before I even coded. And doing wireframes before you build is very useful because it really helps you flesh out everything that you want to add before you start doing it. I think it's very complicated once you start coding and then you want to add a lot more things. But if you do a wireframe first to at least have an idea on how you want to do it, it becomes a lot easier. Now let's talk about the guest access. You click, you can refresh, you can delete. And as you can see here, here's the flow. Very simple, very straightforward. But having the wireframe really helped me to do this. And as you can see here, the front end requests the code by tapping the lock, which is here. Boom. And this connects to the database. The database gives you the code, which is here. Now we have it here. And it gives you a code lifespan of 24 hours. As you can see here, it's 410 because it's 4.9 now. So even though this is very simple and very straightforward, I think creating a wireframe really gives you an idea on what to do before you even build it. So now that I showed you something that is built, let me do a quick example so you can see the power of Eraser. So let's say we have a user, and yes, they have icons, which is so cool. And we have a user, so let's add a server. Why not? Now we have a server. Since we have a server, let's add a database. So database, now we have this one, which is cool. And okay, now that we have a database, you know what, let's add one more so we can copy paste, and now we have another one. So now that you have, okay, we have this user, he or she reaches out to the server and then it goes to the database. But it's really not like that straightforward. Let's work this a little bit more. So if you hit A, it creates an arrow, and as you can see here, the user reaches out to the server, and then let's say the server goes here and reaches out to the database. Let's add something to it. DB1, and now we have a name for it. So let's say DB1 reaches out to DB2 for whatever reason. So I can just copy paste, do this, fix this, let's change the 1 for a 2, and now let's say for whatever reason that DB2 reaches out to the user and they got the information that they needed. And just like that, I was able to create a quick wireframe for whatever example, but it gives you an idea. Now the cool thing about it, now that we have one, right? Let's say I want to edit this and add something else. Let's say, you know what? I don't want 2 databases. I just want one. Well, you can do that easily, and now you can do the same thing just like that. And if you don't want any of this, no problem. you can delete it, and boom, now it's gone. So just like that, you're able to create a simple and straightforward wireframe with nice arrows, with nice icons, and I think it really helps you flesh out an application before you build it. And no, I'm not getting paid for Eraser. I just wanted to show the tool because I think it's really cool. And I hope you guys found this video useful, and see you in the next one. Peace.